My mistakes aren't over. Here's what, location number 3. I'm going to start with what's going to sound like the worst part. I'm going to tell you this is the best part, okay? Because location number 3, 1 week before the grand opening of our 3rd location, a tornado lifts the roof off of the building. Yes, that was the best part of opening location number 3, all right? So, if it can go wrong, Murphy's Law. Yeah, remember Murphy? I was telling you about that guy earlier, right? That, by the way, that is actually his name. But, so Murphy's Law, if it can go wrong, it's going to go wrong. Okay, so, guys, I could write out all of the rest of these rules, but I'd be up here at the whiteboard for the rest, so I'm just going to bullet point the rest of this, okay? So here we go. Decide I'm going to open up school number 3. I've got these 2 that I'm shadowing the chief instructor program director because I learned, right? So they're shadowing, they're in those seats, and I'm like, we got 1 year to open up this next location. I go get my contractor. This contractor worked on my house. This contractor worked on my 1st location, my 2nd location. This contractor has been working with me for years. But what this contractor did not know, if you guys go into lease negotiations, there's 3 different kinds of build-outs. There's the one where you just go in and you kind of remodel, right? A remodel build-out. That's easy. The AC is already there, the HVAC's already there, the plumbing's already there, everything's good, right? The second one, we get a vanilla shell. Vanilla shell means you just have the 4 walls around you, and then you just kind of build out from there, right? But they still have the HVAC, the electrical, like you don't have to do a whole lot. The third kind of build-out is the one where they don't have any of that. I don't even know what it's called. Somebody could help me out on this. But you literally walk in and it's just an empty building. You have to put the plumbing in. You've got to put the electrical. You got to put the HVAC. You got to put all this stuff, right? Guess what my contractor who agreed to do this had never done before? He had never subcontracted. He'd always done everything himself. So he was not familiar with the process of getting engineered drawings, of getting the HVAC system subcontracted, of getting the plumbing run, of getting all the fixtures put in. He had no idea. So when I asked him, how much is this going to cost me? He goes, I got you all in for $100 grand. I was like, sweet now. Yes, the face of somebody who understands. Because I didn't know, I was like $100,000. That sounds pretty good because my 2nd location, I built it out for $50,000. I was like, this is cool, 50, yeah. He's like 100, great, 100. Now, did I tell you I burned through $250,000, $250,000. Let's start with that, right? Engineer drawings. $16,000 to $20,000 or more, depending on how many square footage is. I mean, your HVAC system, I just can't even go. I don't even have the itemized list. You got to get that. You got to get a contractor who knows what they're talking about when you decide to open up that location and what kind of build out you're going to be doing. Get somebody experienced. Don't do what I did, okay? I thought he was experienced residential. Yes, he was not experienced with commercial build outs. All right. So there we go. Get somebody who knows what they're talking about and who actually understands the process. Next thing, when you negotiate your lease, everything in a commercial lease is negotiable, at least in the United States. I know we got some other visitors from around. I'm not exactly sure how your guys' leases work, but everything is negotiable. What I forgot to do, I negotiated for my 6 months of free rent. Yes. I negotiated from the time they gave me the keys that I had 6 months. I did not negotiate from the time that I opened doors. So they handed me keys. Then I had to get my HVAC, my electrical, my plumbing, my fixtures. Thank you, Peter. So we understand you don't negotiate from the time you get keys because they're going to hand you keys and be like, hey, good luck. And then 6 months later, they send me a message like, hey, where's my rent check? Whoops. All right. So all those rents, because it took me a year and a half, 18 months to get opened from the time they handed me keys, because if it could go wrong, it was going to go wrong. For instance, this was during the time of massive inflation on all construction materials. Remember right after COVID? Because that's when we decided to do all of this, right? So right after COVID, the prices of everything went up. So what did all the subcontractors do? They pushed back the times. They're like, wait for it. Now let's charge them this much, right? Cities take forever for permitting. Cities take so much more time. So we understand. You got to take whatever your contractor says, and I want you to add 50% more time and 50% more money, or in my case, 150% more time and money, all right? So, but always 50% more time and money on those. Okay. Then I told you, we had grand opening. A week before grand opening was supposed to hit, the tornado ripped up. I kid you not, one block, the very next block after us, there was a Pizza Hut. Notice I say there was a Pizza Hut. it's wiped off the face of the planet. The Pizza Hut was gone. The tornado went here, right around us, and then just ripped up the whole next block. Category 4, all right? The roof of our building that I had just finished everything lifted off, right? Came back down. I had a chief instructor for that location that I trained up. He was ready to go, right? He moved about 3 blocks away so he could keep an eye on the school during the building process. I said, sir, if you feel safe, I need you to go check on the building. And he goes and he sends me a video. There are 9 waterfalls now inside the building. We had laid down the mats. We had the beautiful fixtures. We had everything in there, and now there was a flood inside the building. So of course, the final thing, if it can go wrong, it's going to go wrong. You need to budget for that as well, okay? So guys, I just wanted to come up here and share with you this insanity that I dealt with. I did tell you that the final part of the story here is we're doing well now, right? So, Hunter, thank you. Sometimes we have to learn from our own mistakes. Sometimes we have to make those mistakes to come out better on the other side. I wanted to share with you all the mistakes I learned, and please, hopefully, you got something out of that where you can take that when you're ready to open up your second or third or fourth location, okay? So I appreciate you guys. I know I probably still have a few minutes, but I'm just going to leave it at that. So thank you guys.